Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the Uncle Borby Christmas special. I hope you're excited. As far as opening hand goes, yes, we're going to keep on this one. I hope you've been a good boy or girl this year. Uncle Borby knows. He knows everything. He's been keeping an eye out on you, seeing if he's going to give you any Christmas presents or not in the form of 3 damage. Let's go ahead and get down the Sheltered Thicket. I like that. We can go Sheltered Thicket. We can gamble for Life from the Loam. It's going to allow us to start dredging and making sure we make our land drops. And once we get Life from the Loam going, we have Far Wandering. So that'll we get Threshold going and grab some more basics. So we're playing Uncle Borby. Uncle Borby in Rage. He's been drinking that grill eggnog. Whenever Uncle Borby deals combat damage or player, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Let's go and go for Gamble. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's go for Gamble. You know, if anything else hits the bin, we'll get that Life from the Loam and we'll be in a good spot. Where are you, Life from the Loam? There we go. Rich Card's Expertise. Okay, that's a little bit of a bummer, but that happens. Let's go and get down the Snow-Covered Forest, and then we have the Sheltered Thicket to go for off the Cycling. We can bring that back if we want to. Deals 3 damage, and then put all land cards in your hand, rest in the graveyard, then discard a land card. Uncle Borby deals 3 damage to target creature or target player. Playing against the Dragon, as the Dragon's in the command zone of the battlefield. Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It has flying. And then whenever one or more dragons you control attack, draw that many cards, and then put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Let's go and cycle this Tranquil Thicket. See what we kind of draw into. Lightning Greaves, okay, that's a good one. And then Snow-Covered Mountain. So if we make the land drop for the turn, I'd like to keep going for that Sheltered Thicket. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's go Sheltered Thicket. That way we always have a target and something to kind of keep cycling with that, too. So Life from the Loam, and then our opponent does have Black. I thought they were going to go for a, let's go and get down the Snow-Covered Forest, and then we're going to go and pass the turn, kick it over to our opponent. We cover both commanders, just free time. Welcome, officially, to the Uncle Borby Christmas Special. Hope you're excited. Hope you're ready to drink some of that grilled eggnog, start throwing some lands at our opponent. Oh, yes, Uncle Borby. It feels really good to be getting this this deck ready. It always, it adds a little bit of extra joy to my holiday season. Doing a Dredge Life from the Loam instead. Yeah, why not? And then Creeping Renaissance. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad. And then we have Flashback off that, so it's kind of something for us to work towards. Rites of Flourishing. You may play an additional land. Let's go and go Life from the Loam, Sheltered Forest, and Tranquil Thicket. That's going to be double green. Goes back to the hand. Let's go and get down the Snow-Covered Forest. And then we still have the Sheltered Thicket to cycle. Yeah, I like that. We'll just go and pass the turn. Then we get down the Snow-Covered Mountain, and we'll get down Rites of Flourishing. Maybe, I don't know if we want to accelerate the Dragon. We're at a good spot right now between the Tranquil Thicket cycling and the Life from the Loam, getting that graveyard action going. Because of Creeping Renaissance, it's choose a permanent type, return all cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to your hand. So if we keep dredging and finally get into spots where we get down Uncle Borby, then we can bring all those lands back and go for lethal. So I kind of like what we've got going on now. Opponent does get down to Johnny until end of turn. And then if Source would deal, prevent all. All right, so we got a clock against the Ajani. Let's go ahead and cycle the Sheltered Thicket. We'll go ahead and Dredge Life from the Loam. Why not? See what we can kind of draw into. And then Tilling Tree Folk and the Terramorphic Expanse. Okay. And we are at Threshold for Far Wandering, so that's going to allow us to really kind of accelerate our mana this turn. I like that. Kodama's Reach. Let's go ahead and get down the mountain. Let's go for Far Wanderings. That's going to be 1, 2. Let's go for Far Wanderings. Let's grab, let's go and grab a, we're okay on green. Red's actually a little bit, and then we'll grab a Forest. Why not? Comes into play tapped. Let's go ahead and go for Life from the Loam. What are we going to go for Lightning Greaves? That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we're going to go for better sequencing, let's go and go for Lightning Greaves. That way we can get down Lightning Greaves. We can swing in with Uncle Borby. Yeah, I kind of like that sequencing a little bit better. All right, get on the Lightning Greaves. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. But yes, it wouldn't be the Christmas special without some snow-covered mountains. And finally, I've had some snow-covered forests for a while. And I love this art. It's really pretty. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's some like hieroglyphics on the rock right there. I've always appreciated that detail in the art. And there's a little bit of some kind of snow prints over there too, which is really cool. But yes, finally picked up some snow-covered mountains. They were, for a while there, whenever, maybe it was Grand Prix Dallas? Or Star City Game Dallas, somebody took down a major event with, oh, how am I forgetting the name of it? But it's that mono red deck. Scred red. There we go. I was like, what is this called? Cannot remember it. All right. And we do have trample, so we're going to be able to push pass on that little elf druid out there. Sorry, little buddy. We need to take care of a Johnny. Let's go ahead and go for it. I think I like this. So we're going to go triple red, bunch of green, and then tap one more red. Even split. Uncle Borby. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Elf druid, have you been a good elf this year? Let's get the lightning greaves on Uncle Borby. These nice Santa boots. Let's go and push in at a Johnny. We could swing it in our opponent and get some lands going. Man, I really want to take care of a Johnny. Let's take care of a Johnny. We have protection. We're not. It's not the end of the world. If our opponent wants to go for the -2 off the lightning greaves to go for some removal next turn, they can. But I like taking care of a Johnny. That's really going to wreck our Christmas game plan. Or it's going to be a bah humbug if our opponent gets Johnny's ultimate online. All right, we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Unfortunately, we don't have any lands in the hand. But next turn, we're looking at Life from the Loam. We have Kodama's Reach. We have Horn of Greed to get down. So we can return 3 lands. It's going to be 3 lands that we can split out. Now, this might be Dragon Planeswalkers, which seems kind of odd. But hey, more power to you. Commander's about whatever you want to do to have fun. So that might be it, though. All right, destroy target artifact and enchantment. That's fine. Let's see if they have any removal to show for it. But I'm okay with getting rid of a Johnny. All right, so our opponent's tapping out for Broodmate Dragon. Okay, enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 red drying 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. All right, so get an extra token on the battlefield. So they've got a little bit of a clock going. But at this point right now, they did not use any removal, and that's the happy thing. I'm happy about that. That's really good. Drawn to Cavern of Souls. Okay, so at this point right now, we do have Creeping Renaissance. It's going to be 7 total mana we can bring back. That's going to be, we're looking at 1, 2, 3 lands back to the hand, 3, 6, 9. That's going to be 12. Let's see if we can't do this. If we want to get down Horn of Greed, but I don't really want to. Let's do this. Let's go Life from the Loam. There's going to be 3 that we can search up. Let's bring those back. Let's just kind of clear the board state up. Let's go and discard a card. We want to take care of Fraley's. Hey, Merry Christmas. I cannot stand how many times I've been just picked apart by -2 ability. Yes, we're going to do that. You know, I love that. Let's go ahead and... Do we want to take care of... Let's take care of the Broodmate. Oh, bummer. Dang it, I did not mean to do that. I did that last year, too. Let's go take care of the Broodmate Dragon. Discard the Tranquil Thicket. Yeah, I did that last year. Okay, you have to click on Uncle Borby first. And we're going to choose the Dragon. Get rid of Cavern of Souls. Let's go ahead and go for Horn of Greed, excuse me. Let's go for Kodama's Reach. Search your library for basic. Put it on the battlefield. Snow covered, snow covered. All right. That goes into the hand, and we can still chunk it off that. All right, let's go and push in Uncle Borby. That's going to be 5 damage, so we don't really have to worry about lethal coming across, and hopefully we can get some more going. All right. It is a Merry Christmas indeed, knocking the Broodmate Dragon out of the air. Reveal those. Let's see if we hit any land cards off of that. So we're going to reveal the top 3 cards of our library, put all land cards revealed this way into our hand, and the rest into the graveyard. Now, the good thing is, okay, Keswick Wolf Run and Reliquary Tower, yes. All right, those are going to go into the hand. Anything else? I think at this point right now, we just want to go ahead and just pass the turn. I think I like that. We have Creeping Renaissance next turn. We can get rid of 3, 6, 9, while Terramorphic Expanse, we go for the Creeping Renaissance flashback out of the graveyard. I think that sounds like a good plan. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So it's going to be getting really close, but we're going to be able to chunk some lands off that with Rites of Flourishing to go for. And we also have to see what's on top. So I think I like this, especially with us pushing him with 7. But this is kind of what makes Uncle Borby so fun. It's kind of getting into the spot to where you're like, okay, do we have enough? Because sometimes you don't think you have it. Next thing you know, you start doing the math. You're like, hey, man, I'm like 1 away. So at this point right now, if our opponent wants to go for Scion, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total mana. So it's a little bit far away from getting down the actual dragon. So we're going to see what they have to show for it at this point right now. Oh, excuse me, miscounted on the elf out there. So we're not going to be able to swing in, but we'll go and crack the Terramorphic Expanse. And at this point right now, we're just sending everything up top. All right, see what they're going to show for the Dragon. Hopefully, there's no something like a Tarka. Okay, just a Johnny Unwielding. Exile target creature. All right, so we need to take care of a Johnny before they have an opportunity to go for that -2 ability. Let's go and discard a land card. We're going to choose our opponent. Discard the Snow-Covered Forest. Yes, we're going to redirect. And then let's go ahead. So that's going to put them at... Yeah, so we don't actually have to use that other one on there, because all they can do is +2, plus it up to 3, and then we'll be okay. Okay, all right, swings of 4, puts us down to 26. And as far as next turn goes, if we wanted to go for like a Kessig Wolf run, we could do something like that too. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. No, I kind of like going for the... I like going for Creeping Renaissance out of the graveyard. I like that a lot. All right, opponent's going to go for Johnny and Yielding. Reveal the top 3 cards of your library. This will be Dragon Lord and Mountain. So we need to get some stuff moving. Let's go and crack the Terramorphic Expanse. That way we have it on the battlefield. Let's go and grab that Snow-Covered Mountain. All right, opponent's going to scoop it up. So we have Kessig Wolf Run. That's going to put them down to 20. With Reliquary Tower, it's going to put them down to 17. And then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be 7 times 3. That'll be 21 right there. That'll be more than enough to close it out with that Creeping Renaissance. And we kind of got around the Ajani. Almost missed it right there. So that's a nice little Uncle Borby Christmas special right there. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and Merry Christmas. Bye.